Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Tuesday Weekday Wagers. My name is Mark Wallace. So glad that you guys could join us and hang out with us here on this Tuesday afternoon. By the way, if you are watching this on a tape because you got here late, as DG says, unfortunately, my friend, you are already behind. But at any rate, we're glad that you're here. We're glad that you found us. Can't wait to jump into what we have for today because we have a huge announcement today and more on that to come. But before we get into today, let's take a look at what happened yesterday. And damn, there ain't nothing wrong with green check marks. DG nailed it. My Golden State Valkyries, tip of the proverbial cap to you, my ladies. Continue to be a cash cow for me. I love it. But that's enough of what we did then. It's what we can really do for you now. And what have you done for me lately? And there is nobody that is better at crushing a Tuesday slate than our guy, Robbie Hockey. Rob, how the hell are you? So glad you're here. What's going on?
I'm doing good, man. I had a great day on the site yesterday, too. I think all of my solo plays, the hits, runs, RBIs, and total bases plays all cashed. Had 2 home run hitters come through last night, so I'm right there with you, man. I'm happy.
I love it. I love it. You know what? This is the first time we've had a chance to talk since Sunday night, and I know Nonsense McGee's in the chat. He kind of threw out some parlays and like, what's your wildest and craziest parlays? And I'm trying to get. I know I had a 952 that hit.
Saw that.
How did yours do?
Had one guy of the 3 go yard, so got one. I think it's like +4 or something. So if you just bet that one, I guess you're all right. But yeah, 1 out of 3.
All right. Well, then you know what? Never mind. Let's. We won't even talk about it. So Nonsense. I hope you cashed that 952. I know I did. That was a pure motto play from justthestatsports.com. I'm telling you, head on over there. Use code BTT30. You're not going to be disappointed. You get your first 30 days for free, and the model projections have been on point. Rob, we do have an announcement, and I love when DG's not here because we just can make up the rules to however we want to do this. It is fantasy football time. I know you and I ran a league, a 2-division or 2-conference, right? It was, what do we call it? 2 conferences league last year.
Yeah.
When we were on another platform. We're running a Weekday Wagers fantasy football league this year. And ladies and gentlemen, we have the rules of entry. It is all set. We are rolling this out. And listen, last year we did the same thing. It was a $25 buy-in. And I am telling you, we had so many people, we had to create 2 divisions. So we're going with a $25 buy-in again, except this year we're going to cap it off at 12 teams. Why? Simply because once you get over 12 teams, and this is coming from both Soupy, Peyton, who are our fantasy football experts, they both told me, they're like, listen, you don't want more than 12 teams in here because once you do that, it gets so diluted, it takes so much time to manage the teams. So we're trying to maximize efficiency with ease, especially for those who are brand new to fantasy football. Like your boy here. Last year was my first year. I didn't know You're not supposed to draft a kicker in the first round. But thank you. I got Brandon Aubrey and nobody else did. I'm just saying. So, listen, there's a $25 buy-in. The reason for that is because we have cash payouts for the top 3 teams and the last place team. So if you finish in dead last, you're going to get your entry fee back, okay? The rules of this are simple. The order of registration is going to be the draft order. And no, it's not locked in for the entire draft. So the draft does what they call I learned, for those of you who are brand new to fantasy football, we are using what they call a snake system.
Hold on real quick.
Yeah.
And I thought this, I'm thinking other people might think this. When you said whenever you enter into the draft, they may be thinking, if I enter first, I'm getting first pick. That's not the case. We're taking the first 12, and then you'll be thrown into a snake draft, and then it'll be randomized. Correct?
No. So you know what? Great question. So let's address this. So if you look down at the bottom of this, there's 2 ways to get in. If you message me on X or Twitter, it's at Better Days Ahead. Send me a message. I will send you my Venmo. You Venmo the money. Once you Venmo that money, the order that the money is received in is the initial draft order. So if you want to go number 1 because you like, I don't know, Spencer Rattler at quarterback for the Saints. I just threw it out, that garbage pick. Nobody's picking Spencer Rattler. But that's the order of the draft order for the first round. After the first round, it goes from bottom to top. So if you're the last person to register, you're going to have the 12th and the 13th pick in the draft. Does that make sense?
I'm with you now. The way you first described it made it sound like we were going to snake it after that and it was going to be random. But basically, yes, however you get your Venmo in is going to be how your order is. Okay.
And because all of the messages and emails are time-stamped, and we've already got people in, nonsense we knew you'd be in, brother. And Joe?
Pays to watch live.
Honestly, I expected better, Joe. I mean, you and I have a history. So, but that's it. We're going to get the top 3 teams. We'll have a payout. The last place team will get their entry fee back. Scoring rules, because I know, look, and I never thought in my life I'd be saying this. As the commissioner, there are certain scoring rules that are attached to like number of receptions, number of rushes, all of those things. All of the scoring rules will be emailed to those that register and have paid the entry fee. So you have everything up front. You know what you know what it is. You're going to have the ability to see all of this. The draft date has not been set yet. And I say that simply because we've got Labor Day weekend sitting right smack dab in the middle of NFL starting and where we are right now. So we are getting there. It will be posted. We will try to make it accommodatable for everybody. But just know that with 12 people, we're going to literally have to select a date. It'll probably be, I would say, either the Thursday before Memorial Day weekend or the Monday night of Memorial Day weekend.
Labor Day
weekend for the draft date, so that people can jump in and do a live draft. If you can't, for whatever reason, participate in the live draft, there is an auto draft feature where basically you're going to get a team selected for you and you can trade throughout the season. I'm all in. So, Kevin, great question. If you message me or email me, I will send you my Venmo. Pay me the entry fee, and we log you in and make sure that we have your number as far as a draft selection number for the first round. Does that make sense, Rob? Did I explain that okay?
Yeah, I think you're good. You're good.
Okay. So you can get a hold of me on Twitter. For those of you who have Twitter, it's at Better Days Ahead. Email is betterdaysahead@gmail.com. Get a hold of me. Get your slot registered. I will send those out. As the emails come in, I'm going to put this up to you. Is it whoever pays first or the emails that got sent in to me first?
Money be fun. I think money be fun.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I will make sure that
that way we know they're paid. It's one of those deals that's being a commissioner of another league. You got to pay me first before I let you in.
Gotcha. All right. So really the real commish has spoken. For this one.
I'll help you with the scoring formats too. You won't get 20 points for an extra point being made.
No.
I promise.
Wait a minute, what?
Because you might pick a kicker first round and people will think you're crazy, but if you might sneak in, if you get an extra point, it counts as 20 points on a fantasy football roster. I'll make sure the kicker props are normal, is what I'm saying.
Listen, you obviously haven't seen the rules because the rules have already been printed. A kicker who kicks a field goal from beyond 40 yards is getting 25 points this season. Okay, that's not true. That is an absolute falsehood. That's not what's happening. So there is that. Get on over. We are so excited about this. We had so much fun last year doing this. I can't wait for this year, especially with a smaller league. Is that what we're calling this? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay. To get in there. Any advice from what we learned last year, Rob? Any takeaways, any advice you could give people now?
Try not to be a homer. I know I got a bunch of people in my league who love the Titans. I would probably not pick Titans players, not heavily. Saints players, don't be homers. That's the only thing. If you've never played before, I know you love your team. I love mine too, but I'm not picking Dak Prescott unless it's just like last quarterback left.
So you're not going with the Cam Ward?
Not early. I may have to. Depends on my strategy.
Which is a great segue because we were supposed to have Mikey P here today. He is traveling for the PFL, so he couldn't make it. Which would have been. It's unfortunate for us because we were going to be covering the running backs for fantasy football. People that he's high on, people that he's looking to fade this year. He will be here tomorrow. Once he gets to where he's going, I don't even know where the PFL is going this week. Do you?
Not sure this week.
Yeah. So I do know he's traveling today. He had a flight that got delayed, or else he would have been joining us today. We are all set to cover his running backs. We will be covering running backs for fantasy football tomorrow. So you really going to want to start tuning in. Last week, we covered the rookies. This week, it's running backs. We're going to do quarterbacks. We're going to do receivers all the way up to week 1 of the NFL season. So there's that. Rob, that seems like a lot.
It is a lot. Trust me, with all 3 of my kids heading back to school, football season ramping up, all these fantasy leagues, I still got to get mine activated. I'm slacking this year on that, so it's a lot. It is a lot. But I love it. So
it's that time of year, right? I mean, there's that kind of electricity. Like and in full disclosure, we were talking right before we came on the air. We are both exhausted by baseball already at this point in the season. It's like Could we just be done? I mean, what do we have to do to get football here? Because this has been the most erratic baseball season. Last year, I loved it. I was killing the no-run first innings. This year, they're hitting at 47%, and I don't want to hear about, well, maybe you should be betting the YRFIs. Yeah, well, maybe you should leave me alone because that's not who I am. Speaking of that, let's jump into our plays for today. Rob, what are you on and why?
Yeah, so I've got some good ones for you tonight. This play originally is plus 160. That's Corey Seager and Shea Langoliers, 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs apiece. Plus 160 is the original number, but if you have DraftKings, you have a 50% boost today. So I used it there and got this number at plus 241. So I wanted to find a way to bet Corey again because, as we said yesterday, he's now known as Corey the Snake Killer Seager. He's crushed this prop and his total base prop in 8 of his last 10 versus Arizona. He's 5 for 9 with 1 home run lifetime versus Anthony Desclant. I'm not even going to try to say his last name, the pitcher for Arizona. Shea has cashed this hits home runs prop in 7 of his last 10 versus right-handed pitchers. He has 5 home runs in his last 10 games versus right-handed pitchers. He's 3 for 6, 1 home run, 1 RBI against Shane Baz. Baz has also allowed 14 home runs to right-handed batters this season. Shea went yard last night. I'm pissed I wasn't on him. I kind of went back to Kurtz, and if I've learned anything, Nick Kurtz only hurts me lately. So staying off of Kurtz, give me Corey and Shea, 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs at plus 241 with the DraftKings 50% boost.
So let me ask you this. That's at plus 241, right? I mean, so is that something that you're betting a full unit on? Are you scaling back because of the odds, or is that something that you would play? Because I was trying to find, because Corey Seager over 1.5 hit runs RBIs on his own
minus 160. Yeah,
minus 155 on BetMGM. So is that something that you would play individually, or is this something that you're like, hey, I'm all in on these two guys tonight?
It's 2 guys I'm all in on. Minus 160, even minus 155 is a little out of my range. Minus 150 is usually where I cap it for solo plays. But I like them both enough. I maximize the whatever the max allowed is. Usually for mine, it's 25 to 50 on DraftKings, depending on the prop. But I maximized it, whatever it was.
Okay. So a couple things real quick. We've got, hey, Taj, if you want to join the league, you can either rewind. We're going to post that again. So you will have that here coming up shortly so you can get all the information on how to join the league. We would love to have you in. Can't wait to do that. Kevin, there is only one kicker when it comes to fantasy football. And he'll probably be going in the first round because that's what I do.
Make the same mistake twice. I'm here for it. It just helps me out. So, yeah.
And yes, the PFL is in Charlotte. Oh my God, how did I forget that? I knew that. Yes, PFL is in Charlotte. And Joe? No. No, not this year, my friend. Not this year. Let's see. Where do I go? We can't, you know what? So yesterday, and it was great because I gave my play out on the Valkyries first half team total under as the official play. Also gave out a little bonus play that the Valkyries would cover the spread. Guess what happened, Rob?
They covered the spread.
Good teams win, great teams cover. And the Valkyries have been that great team for me all this year. Unfortunately, they're not playing tonight. So I can't bet them again. But what I can bet is another team who has been absolutely killing it. And that is the LA Sparks. And let me pull up my notes over here because the LA Sparks first halves at home have absolutely been money lately. The number right now is sitting right in the wheelhouse. In the last 6 at crypto, they posted a 47, 59, 34, 54, 49, and 46 by halftime. I'll do the math for you. That's 5 out of the last 6 have gone over with an average of 48.2. The one miss was a 34. The other 5 cleared this so comfortably. On the other side of this is we have a New York team that has one that is absolutely bogged down with injuries right now. And they have been leaky, giving up 63, 51, 44, 38, and 34 in the first halves over their last 5. They're giving up 46 on average is what all of those numbers mean. All right. When I say they're shorthanded, we're talking about Breonna Stewart, Kennedy Burke, Isabel Harrison, Naira Sabali. They're all out for tonight's game. So while the Sparks are healthy and they've been rolling, they've been putting up a ton of points. LA has been jumping on teams early with balance. They have very, very balanced scoring in the first and second quarters. They should keep the pressure on a very thin front court for the Liberty. I am all over the Sparks over 43.5 at -105. Rob, I do have to get your opinion on the Spark. I know you're a big Sparks guy, so I'm asking you. Any thoughts?
That's the LA Sparks, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. I guess it's, hey, anything's better than betting baseball right now. At least you have something else to bet on.
And Kevin, you're right. I should have started that with, hey, ladies.
Never getting that from me. I'll butcher that. The same.
Listen, I have heard you butcher names. There's no way you can butcher hey, ladies.
My puberty years will come back if I try to pitch my voice that high. Gotcha. Well, look, it is that time. We've got our plays in. That's what we're on. I do have to ask you, Rob, because we're going to go to the Daily Dinger. And that's our actual list. I want to ask you about this list. Because when I'm looking at today's slate, and I saw those, look, you got Kyle Raleigh at +135, Schwarber at 140, Aaron Judge at 140, Ohtani at 175, and Bryce Harper at 190. I get that these guys, you got Raleigh, Judge, Ohtani, all heading up and leading that home run race. But honestly, 135, at what point do these become unplayable for you? 135 is crazy. I think I have a total base or hits, runs, RBI solo play that's around 130 today. So that's just crazy for a home run. It's also kind of sneaky because you saw how well they all did yesterday. A lot of these guys hit yesterday, and it's Dinger Tuesday. So, of course, they're expecting everybody to bet these guys just based off recency bias, right?
Okay.
The only one on that list that's worth a look is Bryce Harper, and that's because I saw his number around +220, I think, at BetMGM, so you can still get him there. Okay. And I actually like him a little better than Schwarber. But, yeah, I don't even know if you put all 5 of these together, is it going to come out to even +1,000 odds? Like, that's crazy.
Right? I mean, so that's what I'm kind of thinking. You put all 5 of these guys in a parlay, and you're still not getting into the saloon. I mean, that's nuts to me.
Yeah. You might get in barely. I mean, it'd be close. But even still, you're asking for 5 guys to not just get a hit. You're asking for 5 guys to get a home run, and at barely +1,000 odds. That's just nuts to me.
And I got to ask you. I mean, listen, the guy right here in the middle of this list, Aaron Judge, just came back to the Yankees off of the injured list. He was nursing that elbow. Does he really warrant a 140 at this point? I mean, he hasn't hit a home run since he's come off the list, right?
Right. And man, I worry about that elbow. And I would like to get your thoughts on it because I know we have you and Preston have a fun thing going on. But even with that, I don't know if I can trust his elbow tonight. And at +140, you're not even getting any value from that. And he hasn't shown up. The Yankees won last night. Congrats to them. Everybody hit a home run but Judge, but I couldn't do it. Not with the injury scare. If he was around +300, maybe, but not +140.
And to your point, just so everybody is crystal clear, there's no inside joke here. If you follow JustTheStatSports.com, last night you know that our guy, Preston Bostang, boom, boom, was all over Aaron Judge hits, runs, RBIs. And to your point, Judge was clearly absent from all of the scoring last night that the Yankees had. The inside secret, and I need you to help me with this. The inside secret is whenever Boom Boom is on Judge and Judge falls flat on his face, to hammer Judge the next night because he always comes through.
8 straight times, I think it's cashed. 8 straight times. I think it's cashed in that. And we cashed it the last time because you and I both gave him hell.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
His hit got Mrs. Nonsense into the saloon. That's how recent it was. Because she just needed Judge to get a hit, and he hit a home run. So we all cashed off that one.
So if there's anybody on this list that I'm playing tonight, it's Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
Elbow be damned. He's going yard because Boom Boom went all in last night.
Yep.
And sank. Let's get to our real list.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about the real list because this is more in line with what we're looking for when it comes to the daily dinger. We're not looking for, 135. What are we doing at that point? So we got Shea Langoliers at plus 240, Junior Caminero plus 275, Gunner at plus 330. Love that spot for guns. Julio Rodriguez at plus 350, and Manny Machado at plus 475. Rob, question simple. Who do you like and why?
It's Shea Langoliers, man. And I got him. So FanDuel has a boost as well. They're 50% Dinger. What is it? Dinger Tuesday boost. It's 50%. So I went with Shea Langoliers at plus 360 at FanDuel. So if that's somebody you really like I do, you can get him there at plus 360 with the boost. He has 6 home runs in his last 10 games overall and 5 home runs in his last 10 versus right-handed pitchers. Wind is blowing in, but in that little league park, that doesn't bother me whatsoever. He got a home run last night, and here's a fun fact for you, Mark. Shea Langoliers on Dinger Tuesday has the most home runs hit this season. So on Tuesday, he leads everybody with 9 home runs hit. Last time he met Shane Baz, he went yard, and that was just on July 1st. So give me a check.
And to let everybody know, whenever Robbie drops a specific day home run stat, if you don't hammer that, you're out of your mind. You just threw money away. The guy kills it on whatever. I'll send him a text message, be like, hey, it's Wednesday. Who are we playing today for a home run prop?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I love Shea Langoliers. I love that look. I love Junior Caminero. I love his look. Gunner is already on the JustSetSports.com play of the day just to get a hit. So I don't know whether that's a home run or not. I don't care. I'm going with my man Manny. Manny Machado. And I'll tell you why. Not only is Manny due for a home run, but most people his odds are so high right now because they have in San Francisco, if you look at any baseball stadium chart, they have the wind blowing in at 16 miles an hour. That should scare the hell out of you in any other ballpark than Oracle. Did you know that Oracle Stadium was actually built by engineers that had the wind in mind, and the way that the stadium is faced and the entryways into the stadium to prevent the wind from blowing negate all of the wind factor at Oracle. If you hit a ball high enough in the air at Oracle that the wind is affecting it, the trajectory alone won't let it leave the ballpark.
Interesting.
Give me Manny Machado at plus 475. Did you know that, Rob?
Me. I didn't know that. And where else are you going to get that kind of info? Because I even have a play on the site. Full disclosure is a bonus bet if you want it. I took Manny Machado 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs at minus 110 at DraftKings. I even put in the write-up, I want to bet his home run because the matchup looks great and I feel like he could do it. And then I saw the park and saw what the wind was doing, but I did not know that. So maybe I will add Manny Machado to my list tonight.
I love it. And hey, I know you and Taj have something going with this home run thing that you guys are nailing these things left and right. He loves Schwarber and Raleigh. I like that. Nonsense is all over Harper at 210.
That
he also put in this. Any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I didn't add Machado, but I do have a Caminero Langoliers. You get your bet back at Bet365 for a same game parlay. So I put both of them together at plus 1,200 just to get my money back if it misses. So don't hate that at all.
And Joe, this one's simple. The engineers built that stadium to negate the wind. So I don't care which way the wind is blowing in Oracle Stadium. It doesn't affect the ball flight. How's that for your roadmap?
There you go.
We good? So, one more time. Look, fantasy football season is upon us. We can't wait. We had so much fun doing this last year. Can't wait to do it again this year. $25 buy-in gets you in. Not only do you have a payout for the top three, plus if you finished in dead last year. You know what? I take that back. I was the winner of the toilet bowl last year. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm hanging that one around my neck. Wearing that like a champ.
I'll get you a seat cover and paint it gold.
I appreciate it. Just don't put a Florida Gator on that damn thing for me.
You never find one of those on a toilet seat.
Once your paid entry comes in is the order of the draft. It is a snake draft. So just because you get in late doesn't mean you're screwed. The snake draft means that as it goes 1 through 12, the first time around, it goes 12-1 the second round. So you still get some decent picks. You're not picking from the bottom of the barrel. You'll be all right. Rob, what else we got?
Man, I think we covered it. I know we talked about going into Micah Parsons stuff, but there's a stalemate. There's nothing to update on that front. So
what is happening with that? I mean, because it's crazy to me that you let that guy hang out there as long as he is. I mean, what's going on?
It's Jerry being Jerry. And I know Micah put out this long novel about why he hates Dallas now and doesn't want to be here. If Jerry offers him to be the top paid linebacker in the league, he's going to take it. Because why wouldn't you take it? You know, I would take it. And everybody's like, he hates Dallas. He still has teammates that they're all boys. And do you think Dak and CD, if given their choice, would want to play for Jerry Jones as their owner if they had the choice? No. But he paid Dak, made him the highest paid quarterback after tearing his ACL. Why would he not make Micah the highest paid linebacker? It's just Jerry trying to get headlines because he's got nothing else better to do. Okay. Also, he said he couldn't believe he got Joe Milton, and it was so happy that he got Joe Milton. This isn't a knock on Milton or UT. I have UT friends that said, watch the game, and you'll see why he's not a starting quarterback. He's a great practice player, but when it's game time, he will not come through. And I saw enough that I don't hope Dak does not go down, which is even worse. If hoping Dak doesn't go down because there's nobody better than him behind him.
Okay. You lost me at hoping Dak doesn't go down because wasn't that last year's mantra is as long as Dak's healthy and after what, week 2 or week 3? He's out.
My mantra every year is I just can't wait for us to crumble no matter what happens. Yeah, it's a train wreck in Dallas.
And yeah, Joe, that was my dog. So that's where you heard that. It is a train wreck in Dallas. Do you see any resolution to that before the season starts?
Maybe, because he usually comes through. Jerry does before the season and caves. Thing is, too, you can sign Micah, and Micah can come back. We have no DBs. We're going to get burnt no matter what. And we don't have any healthy offensive linemen. So it doesn't really matter. And we've got a running back that I loved. Now he's hurt. The rookie running back, Jaden Blue, is now hurt. So we got Miles Sanders carrying the rock. Yeah, it doesn't matter if Micah signs or not. That team's going nowhere fast. And that's coming from a diehard Dallas Cowboys fan.
Is that That's what you would call a fuster cluck?
Yeah, very much. Very, very much. Well said, Kimberly. Well said.
Well, listen, that's going to do it for us. So listen, we just announced Fantasy Football League is live. Yes, I will be getting to all the emails, to the messages as soon as this show is over. I promise you. That being said, tomorrow we have Mikey P on the show, Rob, with us at 2:00 Eastern right here on Coach and Company, breaking down the running backs that he is high on for fantasy football. Running backs maybe that we should be fading. Have you already, let me ask you this. Have you already started looking into who you think you might be drafting?
A little. I haven't. Usually I'm better night before cramming it in, kind of like college. I'm better just getting it all in there the night before because I will forget it a day after. There are a few on his list that I don't really agree with because of some other things. We can get into that tomorrow. So there are a couple of guys that I would probably pivot to that's on his list. And yeah, I'd be glad to talk about that tomorrow.
Can't wait. Can't wait. So until then, listen, thank you all for joining us on this Tuesday afternoon. I can't tell you how much we appreciate it. If you would be so kind, go ahead, smash that like button for us, please. It's just going to help us grow. And not only that, we really do appreciate it. We will be right back here, myself, Rob, and Mikey P, tomorrow at 2:00 Eastern with your fantasy football breakdown. Until then, be kind to one another. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. And let's cash these tickets. We'll see you tomorrow.